Recently I was approached at a fishing show by a couple of my clients, Darren Pugmire of Pugstone Sporting Goods and Travis Hobbs of Bear Lake Fishing Charters out of northern Utah. They told me that they were experiencing a lot of nose bites. Trout, both the lake trout and other lake trout, were coming up and just biting the nose of their, and they found that out by experiencing a lot of teeth marks on the nose of the jig head, or the tube head. And they asked me if I'd ever thought about making a front load or a front hook jig head. And I said no, I hadn't, but I thought about it and I thought that I could do it. So I did produce a jig head. And here's what I came up with. After a little bit of time, I've come up with a jig head that I make 3 heads in this. Half ounce, 1 ounce, and 1 3/8 ounce. And I have a 3/0 hook and the nose hook. This is actually the nose hook and this is the tail hook. And it is working extremely well. The first time they took this jig head out to the lake fishing, they had 12 bites and 11 of the 12 was caught with the nose hook. And I'm showing you pictures right now of some of the fish they caught on this excursion with the nose hook. Furthermore, they told me about the bait that was available in Bear Lake. It's like no other in the country, and it's called a Cisco. Cisco is a particular colored bait, and they asked me if I could duplicate that. Right here is a picture, I hope you can see this clearly, of the Cisco. It's a shad type bait. It's only I'm told, grows in Bear Lake in northern Utah, and that's what it looks like. So I painted some baits that would seem to duplicate that, and I came up with, here is one of my Toro tubes painted to look like a Cisco, and I also paint that in a 6-inch Ultimate Gets It that is in the same color. And they were using this the first time they went out and they caught the 12 trout. They were using these colored baits that I had painted, and also the new jig head, and 11 of the 12 were caught in the nose hook. I think that's great, and hopefully these jig heads will work anywhere in the country that the trout are biting a nose, seem to be biting a nose, and you're missing bites. I'm also going to be making in the very near future a half-ounce jig head and maybe a 3/4 with it that'll fit the smaller tubes, like the 3 3/4 inch tubes. Right now I only have them for the 6-inch Ultimate jigs and the Toro tubes. Thank you and have a good day.